Want to kick up your holiday table a notch? Steve Col of Zooma Caters in Jordan is going to show us several tasty ideas. Good morning.
Well, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm disappointed I'm not seeing you in person because we always get to nibble on what you make. Can't do that.
I was going to say, I didn't have to make as many portions this morning.
So these are ideas that you could easily do if you're having maybe 2 people, maybe your household of 4 for the holidays, right? How to make things special.
Yeah, well, and actually, and think about maybe going outside and filling your lungs with a bit of fresh air and meeting with some friends or neighbors on the patio for a little quick get-together.
Okay.
So this was something that we started doing this summer when we had some larger groups. But here's a great idea: a charcuterie cup done in a martini glass. So it's fun. You get to build these things individually for each of your guests, but it's a great thing because it reduces touch points.
Right,
so
and it stops people from kind of congregating at the board itself, right? So that's a great idea.
It's one per person. They get to carry it around. They get to nibble on it, and it's theirs, and nobody else touches it. So it's a beautiful, safe way to have a little bit of a snack with some other people. So that's great. And we've got, based on what's in there, it's the classic stuff. We're not reinventing charcuterie, but we're getting rid of the board and putting it in a different vehicle.
Okay.
Here's something that we did. We did salmon 2 ways. So we've got salmon that we both smoked and cured. The cured salmon we were really happy with. It was a new recipe for us where while we cured the salmon, we grated fresh ginger over top of it during the curing process. So the beautiful ginger flavor is in the salmon, and it's just a great combination. And then on the other toast, what we did was we took smoked salmon and mixed that together with some whipped cream and a little bit of mayonnaise just to make a nice mousse.
Oh.
And you can see we've just put it on these little flatbreads with some pickled veg. There's some pickled onions and some little pickled Peruvian peppers. So just a great little snack with lots of flavor, very pretty and easy to do. Right.
Before you move on to your next dish there, do you still have spots open where you would come and cater?
Well, there's, of course, the opportunities to do that are fairly few and far between right now. So we've been doing, actually, believe it or not, we've been doing a lot of virtual cooking classes.
Oh, awesome.
So we've got, in fact, we've got one coming up in a couple of days, and it's a pretty typical scenario where we've got folks that say, we usually get together for the holidays and go out to dinner. And since we can't do that, how about you do a cooking class and we'll all get the ingredients and we'll all cook together over a Zoom call.
What a neat idea. I love that.
Yeah, so we've done a few already, and they can be a lot of fun.
Okay.
They really do work out well.
Okay. Distracted you from what's on the table.
That's okay. So this is another one we did. This is a real easy recipe that I'm going to show you how to assemble. We've just done puff pastry, and it's filled with a gorgonzola cheese as well as a berry compote, and they just make beautiful little appetizers. So I've got an assembly board here, and what I've done is I've taken a sheet. This is great. Puff pastry in your freezer section. You get two pieces in every box. They're 10 inches by 10 inches. They come on their own piece of parchment paper. So what I've done in this case, I've taken one sheet of parchment paper, one sheet of the puff pastry on the parchment paper, and I've just cut it in half with a pizza wheel. So I'm working on one half of it. We laid down a berry compote. So what would you do for the berry compote? Get yourself a triple berry jam, and if you want to make it a little more tart, you could even get a little bit of frozen fruit and add that into it to get a little more acid into it. So we laid down a layer of the fruit, and then over top of that, we have shaved gorgonzola cheese. So gorgonzola we're using because it's in the blue vein family of cheeses, but it's a little milder, and it's not an overwhelming flavor. So if you're pairing it up to some wine, it's a great combination with that. So we've laid down the fruit, gorgonzola over top, a little bit of salt and pepper just to punch the flavor a little bit. And then we take the other half of the puff pastry sheet, which we've cut in half, and just simply lay that over top. Press it together, And then we can take our pizza wheel.
Okay, I'm going to have to stop you there because we've run out of time, but please save me a charcuterie glass for next time. We'll get the information for Zooma Caters up on our website, and we should let people know that this is from Tintern Road and Jack Style Collective in Jordan. So stop by for a socially distanced visit. And Steve, the very Merry Christmas to you and Jacqueline. Lovely to see you.
And Merry Christmas to you, and we'll figure out how to get these down to the office. How's
Oh,
that?
would love that. Would love that.
Okay.